talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. I'm coming to you guys today with not the greatest of news, as the Buffalo Bills decided to match guard Ryan Bates' offer sheet, the one that he signed with the Chicago Bears last week, and the deal is a 4-year deal worth $17 million, according to Brad Biggs of the Chicago Tribune. So that means the Bears basically were offering him about $4 million, a little bit over $4 million a year to try to get him to Chicago. Obviously, that wasn't enough to deter the Buffalo Bills from matching the offer. And now Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears are back to the drawing board to try to fill the gaping hole that we have at the guard position. And this really does suck, because obviously Ryan Poles wanted Ryan Bates to be a Chicago Bear, and obviously Ryan Bates signed the offer sheet, so he also wanted to be the Chicago Bear. And even though he didn't have a lot of starting experience, he only started about 5 games last season, that's including the playoff games for the Buffalo Bills, Ryan Bates still had a lot of upside, and he would have fit the mold of what Ryan Poles was looking for in an offensive lineman. So it definitely is unfortunate. Now the Chicago Bears have a gaping hole not only at guard, but at left tackle as well. So now it's just back to the drawing board. Obviously, the Bears have 6 draft picks coming up in the NFL draft. Maybe instead of taking a wide receiver, maybe our biggest need is now offensive lineman. Maybe you take offensive lineman with pick number 39 in the NFL draft. But there's still also a couple of weeks left, or unlimited weeks left in the NFL free agency as well. Maybe you go out and get a guy like center J.C. Treader. Move Lucas Patrick to guard, which Lucas Patrick does have some guard experience. Would it be the greatest options? No. But now Ryan Poles is under immense pressure to try to rebuild and reshape this offensive line after striking out on guard Ryan Bates. And like I said, obviously it's unfortunate. I know all Bears fans, including myself, were super excited about the possibility of what Ryan Bates would bring to his offensive line. But that's just the business of the NFL. Now you look towards the rest of free agency, and now you look towards the draft to try to get this offensive line at where you want it to be in order to protect Justin Fields. And as Bears fans, I know it may suck. I know you may want to blame Ryan Poles, but there's really nothing else he could have done. I know he only offered him $4 million a year, but if they would have offered $6 million, $7 million a year, you guys would have been complaining about him overpaying Ryan Bates. I know sometimes if you really want a player, you need to overpay. But at this point, I think it was a fair offer, and the Buffalo Bills decided to match it. So at that moment, there's nothing Ryan Poles could have done. So, like always, how do you guys feel about the news that the Buffalo Bills decided to match guard Ryan Bates' offer sheet? Let me know how you're feeling down below in the comment section. So to catch all the news every second of every day, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, I'll be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Keek on the mic. You can go